Good evening. This is YouTube News Time. Tonight, we bring you a breaking story, an urgent and important update you need to hear.
I'm Jesse Geen with your sports update. What should have been a routine post-game handshake in Kansas City turned into a full-blown altercation last night, leaving one of the NFL's rising defensive stars facing potential discipline and his head coach issuing a public apology. The Detroit Lions' frustrating 30-17 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium ended in chaos when Lions safety Branch struck Chiefs wide receiver JuJu Smith-Schuster in the face, triggering a brief fight between both teams. Let's break down what happened. As players from both teams met at midfield for the customary post-game handshakes, Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes attempted to give Branch a high five. Branch walked right past him without acknowledging the gesture. That's when Chiefs receiver JuJu Smith-Schuster stepped in, approaching Branch and exchanging words about the perceived disrespect. Branch's response? An open-handed strike directly to Smith-Schuster's face mask that sent him to the ground. Smith-Schuster quickly jumped back up and went after Branch, who was playing through an ankle injury that had limited his practice time all week. As Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco tried to separate them, Branch managed to rip Smith-Schuster's helmet off. Within seconds, dozens of players from both teams swarmed into the scrum. After the game, Branch didn't shy away from the incident, calling his own actions childish. Listen to what he told reporters. "It was a childish thing, but I'm tired of people doing stuff in between the play and refs don't catch it. They be trying to bully me out there. I should have never did it. It was childish." Branch explained that Smith-Schuster had blocked him in the back late in the game, right in front of the referees, without drawing a flag. "I could have got hurt off of that play. I still shouldn't have done that." Smith-Schuster, who came away from the altercation with a bloody nose, saw things differently. "He's a great player and he's huge for their team. After the game, I expected to shake his hand and say, 'Good game.' But he threw a punch." When asked what prompted Branch's reaction, Smith-Schuster simply said, me just blocking him. I'm just doing my job. I play between the whistles." The most striking response came from Lions head coach Dan Campbell, who didn't hesitate to condemn his players' actions. In a strongly worded statement, Campbell said, "I love Branch, but what he did is inexcusable, and it's not going to be accepted here. It's not what we do. It's not what we're about. I apologized to Coach Andy Reid and the Chiefs, and Smith-Schuster. That's not okay. That's not what we do here. It's not going to be okay. He knows it. Our team knows it." Chiefs head coach Andy Reid also weighed in, saying, "The guy came up and hit JuJu for what looked like no reason. That's tough, and he did pretty good damage on JuJu's nose. This isn't Branch's first offense." The young safety was already fined $23,186 for face masking and unsportsmanlike conduct penalties against Green Bay just last month. This time, the consequences could be even more severe. Branch is now facing another hefty fine and possibly a suspension from the league office. Veteran Lions defensive lineman DJ Reader says he plans to have a conversation with Branch once emotions settle down. "It's tough because he's got that stinger for a reason as a player and you don't ever want to take that away, but you also want him to be smart. Not only for us, but also for himself. To protect his money, to protect him." It's worth noting that this explosion came at the end of a long, frustrating night for Detroit. The Lions saw their 4-game winning streak snapped, and they were attempting to achieve the rare feat of winning consecutive games at Arrowhead Stadium. Instead, they allowed 355 yards of total offense, forced just one punt, and failed to make the crucial stops needed in the fourth quarter to give their offense a chance at a comeback. Quarterback Jared Goff finished with just 203 yards passing, though he did connect on touchdown passes to Jameson Williams and Sam Laporta. Star receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown was held to only 45 yards, while running back Jahmyr Gibbs managed just 65 yards on 17 carries. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, who accounted for 4 total touchdowns on the night, spoke about his team's physical approach. "That's a physical team, and they have a mentality that they come in to play with, and we're going to match that mentality. We're not afraid to go up against anybody." So there you have it. A game that was already a disappointment for the Lions ended in embarrassment, with one of their defensive standouts now waiting to hear from the league about potential discipline. It's a reminder that in the heat of competition, emotions can boil over, but as Coach Campbell made clear, there's no excuse for what happened after the final whistle. We'll continue to monitor this story and bring you updates on any decision from the NFL regarding Branch's status. For now, I'm Name. Thanks for watching. Producer notes. Insert game highlights footage during game context section. Show replay of incident, if available and appropriate, during description segment. Display player statistics on screen during game summary.